Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Yakadash here. Yes, exactly. But in case you haven't figured it out already, that it's supposed to be a play on words, like a marsh, right? That's why it's spelled like that, you know, instead of how martial law actually is spelled. Which, just because I was curious, I did look up what the name Marshall actually means, and apparently it means horse master, or, you know. So, you know, when Saruman is just dissing Theoden, he could have easily just said, the victory of Helm's Deep was not yours, Theoden Marshall, you know, instead of horse master. It's spelled with a, like, T, like, M-A-R-T-I-A-L. Anyway, when we left off, we started a new chapter, and we interacted with the little girl again. That's her only name. She's this mysterious person that is extremely helpful and also seemingly knows exactly where we are and what we need all the time, so it's quite interesting. Yeah, U.S. Marshal, that would be... I don't really know historically what it is, but at least what I got from, like, the movie Tombstone, what I got from, like, what a marshal was as opposed to a sheriff, it's like a marshal, like, had the authority to basically just go and wipe out outlaws or something, but I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire?
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect, too.
Of course, of course.
Oh, so you're a
Feel
Harper.
free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
Slavic?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
I love challenge.
What's so challenging about an old swamp?
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
I mean, yeah, but... Yeah. Little girl may or may not be related to G-Man. Anyway. You think so?
Richard Remington built the museum because the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. What is that supposed to mean?
Okay, that wasn't it. That's the first time I've gotten one of these wrong. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge.
Okay, so you were...
When Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Okay, yeah, you were right. Challenge unlocked. Alright, yeah, Minecraft, which you...
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
Do you think her hair falls out during the autumn? I'm asking for a friend. You were living in the swamp when the explorer visited 6 years ago. You created the myth of the swamp creature yourself to scare people away.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
We left the swamp.
You took it from the journal while it was
shoot.
on display in the museum. And let's think about
That
this
was
one
it.
again. I've been
That was
looking
it.
into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
The reason I went with that
You
one
must be
is like,
confused. You found me when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were already living in this.
I went with that other one
60 years
because I was like, I don't know,
That
for some
man
reason
they
I was
talk
thinking
about in the museum?
when it was in the museum for you to notice that a page was missing, kind of, for some reason in my mind suggested that it would have been after the explorer left, but I don't
You
know.
learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
You stole it from him before he
Oh.
left the swamp.
No, that wasn't right either.
That's not right, is it?
Okay.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really?
I mean, I
Did
guess
you
that does
find
make sense.
anything?
It's just in
Yeah.
my mind it was like
You.
the weak
You
answer,
must
but
be confused. You found me today when you barged in. Remember?
that skip button doesn't really seem to be skipping. It only seems to pause. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of does.
You were already living in the swamp when
The explorer, that man they taught
the one who, you know who his sketches and
you learned to.
there's a page
Why on?
because you were. I have a
You're suggest, or what? That I stole.
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back.
Indeed. Ah.
What's this? Footprints.
Lost page ripped out of the explorer's journal. Given to Weybridge by the explorer 6 years ago. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge. Drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. Also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprints. He has 2 toes at the front and 1 at the back. The page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Well, I mean, that was kind of what we were betting on anyway, right? The Boggy costume, that's new.
I found these designs for a Boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
These designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
Indeed.
You should ask someone else.
Well, two characters left that I haven't interacted with. One, I imagine, is the lady on the cover. Lady in a red dress with green hair. But then the last one, I don't know.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... Well, I'll try some. Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Okay. Yeah, there's the green liquid. It's everywhere, right? Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Harper sold him a bog dog.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Harper sold him a bog dog. Harper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Well,
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Wow, pulling out the dark humor. Are we, Grimoire? This game is hilarious.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure.
That's something new I can probably
Wonder if
ask
they planned
everybody,
things
huh?
to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in a trash can right next to your cafe.
Theorizing spelled with an S, not a
Does seem
Z.
like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm pretty... I mean, it is a little hard to... It's a little early to tell, but I am pretty settled that it was the ultra nerd guy, Agent Folder, who was in the costume. But was he the killer, though? I don't know. Or maybe he was the killer, but he wasn't in the costume. Could be both. Don't get me wrong. But, I don't know.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it? A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
Storeroom was broken into with a lockpick, maybe?
You left the food
Nope, that wasn't
inside
it.
the storeroom. Hold on. I'm going to rephrase that. I
It
was
probably
told
was the
Remington
other
left
one,
cafe.
yeah.
Since you... I'm afraid...
He wasn't. Is it? But what?
What do I think caused it? A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tablet drink sold at the cafe in Boggy's Bog has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of swamp juice has disappeared from his stock recently. The reason I didn't do the lockpick one was because I thought the whole thing with the lockpick was breaking into his office, but then again, it's not like it couldn't be used more than once, right? What are these stats? Well, yeah. I do know that. I was thinking of asking other people first, but...
Let's see. First thing we do is then tap the phone. And now we just...
Ah, yes, blueberry dandelion juice, my favorite.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. Is that the same as last time? This was the exact same liquid.
So it was.
Oh?
I found these designs for a costume. A boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
A child or somebody who didn't really grow up?
What can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
You dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology
Animatronics.
has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer.
Ah, CGI. That's part of the reason the Hobbit movies aren't as good as the Lord of the Rings movies. It's because they use CGI instead of like actual makeup and stuff. That's why a lot of stuff isn't as good anymore.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the it doesn't look inviting. I'm not...
Part of it, anyway. Did I actually not listen to
There's a
him
narrow
say
path
that
here
last
leading
time?
up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
Now, I will say, I can't say I really blame Peter Jackson much for it, because I recently learned that apparently he wasn't the one originally working on the Hobbit movies. It was actually somebody else. I forget what the guy's name was, but at some point he just took over for that other guy. But when he was doing the Lord of the Rings, he had like 3 years of pre-production and stuff. So like there was a lot more, you know, working with like, you know, like bringing the book to life and like doing the whole makeup stuff and like getting like all these different like helmets and stuff. And you know, people had more of a liberty to just kind of chill and stuff. But because you know everything was playing out, they knew what they were doing and stuff. But when Peter Jackson took over for The Hobbit, he was basically starting from scratch. And there wasn't the 3 years of pre-production. And so Peter Jackson was under a lot more, he was under a lot of stress, get those done. And, apparently at one point during like the shooting of the third movie, Battle of the Five Armies, he just like, at one point he was just like, alright, no more, just everybody go home, no more for today, you know, just like, because he was just like kind of at a breaking point and stuff, like, so it was just, you know, it kind of reminded me of what happened to, like, what happened with Spider-Man 3, like Sam Raimi being pressured by Sony to throw in Venom, even though he had no plans to put Venom in the movie. But finally, at some point, Sam Raimi buckled or just gave in and just like shoehorned in Venom. But because he had to do that, I would imagine that's also why the writing was just, and like acting and stuff was just not as good, because they basically had to like undo what they did before to make everything make sense for Venom to be added in the movie. It's just sad, you know? And then it also kind of reminds me of, like, in Frozen. I mean, I don't think Hans was that bad of a twist villain as some people do. That being said, how it came out, it sort of felt like, okay, well, we need another reason why the conflict keeps on going. Oh, he didn't actually love her and stuff. You know, so now it's like, oh no, Anna is doomed and stuff, you know? Like, it's just it kind of felt a little, like, out of nowhere. Like, you know, like, okay, we need the conflict to keep moving, like, keep going. And I thought about it a little bit, and I was like, I wonder if it was actually because of something similar, like plot-wise, like having to change stuff, and because you had to go and change stuff while you were making the movie, it didn't quite come out the way you intended. The reason is because apparently while they were making Frozen, or like the whole like Let It Go number, you know, the most famous, you know, song from Frozen, like apparently my seeing that as sort of like Elphaba's defying gravity song from Wicked, like basically her turning point, like she becomes the bad guy, like my viewing that as sort of like the same sort of thing, especially given that it's the same actress who played Elphaba in like the Broadway production of Wicked. Apparently I was actually spot on, because originally they did plan to make Elsa the bad guy. And I think in the original fairy tale or whatever with the Snow Queen or stuff, I think Snow Queen actually is a bad guy. Or a villain. But like, Let It Go finishes, when I watched Frozen for the first time, Let It Go finishes and I'm like, okay, I guess we have our villain now. Although the story I heard, though, from my sister Katie, was that actually they loved the movie, or excuse me, they loved the song Let It Go so much that they were basically like, we can't make Elsa the villain. Like, we just can't do that. And, So then they had to kind of go change that or whatever, so she wasn't the villain. Now, she is an antagonist, in a way. But not all antagonists are villains. Just as not all protagonists are heroes. Like Anakin Skywalker, for instance. He's like the hero turned villain turned hero again. Okay. I actually don't know the original story of the Ice Queen, or the Snow Queen, or whatever.
I found these designs for a boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's... You know, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
I kind of missed what was said there. How would you do a better job researching it if nothing... How would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded? Well, I do agree. Yeah, I did notice it's like it is a weird hybrid. I'm guessing that's what you mean when you're like, that's what you said. I'm like, it is kind of a hybrid of the two. It's like the actual swamp creature and the cartoon character. Oh, that's right. You use it to get inside the office. Maybe I'm just not nearly as smart as I once thought. Yeah, it's possible.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
Yeah, I can, 'cause that's the way to the office. A gun. Right, in the recording I did mention like maybe like it kind of sounded like there was a bang or whatever, like it kind of sounded like maybe it was made by a gunshot. Ink spill.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle was spilled onto his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Eesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. It's a note addressed to Richard Remington.
From the filmmaker?
The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
So this is either something.
Vincent Vanderpeer's business card.
I'm guessing it's either, I don't know, like saying how we're like the tourist attraction is falling in hard times or something, and that's what they mean, like our efforts regarding our elusive little friend or whatever. Or it's something else entirely.
There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
I did, yeah, read the letters on Remington's desk.
Vincent There's a couple of numbers. It's a letter Remington was writing before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization... the rest is obscured. What a tease.
Oh. The realization that
it's a letter before
the beast
my dear
isn't real.
I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close, all due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease.
I agree.
Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace. But one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again...
Ooh, jigsawing.
Maybe it'll reveal a secret.
I did notice... What are these? It's like army. I think I did see like stuff that... Like I did see stuff that was possibly from another Grimoire game, but I don't know if it was actually from a Grimoire game or something else. Oh, nice. It's very forgiving. Or that's not the word I'm looking for. It like, oh, I didn't even mean to touch that. There's Remington. Remington is the name of a rifle, isn't it? No, that's not right. Why isn't it? It seems like it doesn't quite fit, but then how could it not? These parts do fit.
This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. Photos and paintings line, but one of the frames is tied. This photo is ripped, but it looks. If I can piece it together, maybe it'll.
Okay. It attached now. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess not.
This photograph, it's a young Remington. And some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Like to hunt. First Order of Cryptozoological Hunters. Headquarters, 1963. Group photo of a hunting club. A younger Remington stands among friends. They're all holding rifles. Okay, well, yeah. Remington, at the very least, is a manufacturer for firearms and ammunition.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
No, it's not. An old-fashioned hunting rifle found discarded on the floor in Remington's office.
The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
Yeah, I think I was spot on as far as like what I was thinking. The audio recording was detailing. Yeah, that's a gun. The ripping is the curtain.
Something happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window.
Was it the chair falling over? Maybe?
I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now.
It reminds me of the, the flower in Beauty and the Beast.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those three prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
Indeed. The liquid. Right. Because he didn't... Right, he didn't have gunshot wounds. He had a... like a stab wound of some kind, right? So then that clang... So maybe the So maybe that was Remington trying to defend himself with the Remington? Or no, I'm sorry. With the hunting rifle. But then it was the poker, the fireplace poker, that was the murder weapon? That seems to check out, right?
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Yeah, broken mirror. That's like that's a little Easter egg to the fairgrounds. Was a ghost.
The hunting photo explains why the hunting rifle was found at the crime scene. No.
I mean, it kind of does, but that didn't quite seem like the thing, because it's like, okay, but disproves that. I don't think this is it, but
Those footprints disproves that the hunting rifle murdered the victim. What is that supposed to mean? There's something about Mr. Remington.
okay. Historical evidence that
Remington's desk is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I think that's pretty close.
Right, that's true, yeah. Is it really just that?
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Fascinating. Richard Remington's real reasons. So it's one of those stories where the guy who gets killed is, well, not really a good guy in the first place. Interesting. Oh! Stop swamping the swamp.
Ah, you've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For
Echo.
once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around.
Well, actually, in Perry
stealing their
Mason,
parents' money.
like, the victims
you
are
know.
oftentimes
You know, it's
not great
every
people.
day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again, until my job is done.
Yeah. So that's something I can ask, like, everybody now, huh? I guess the thing is, like, I didn't really necessarily see the whole zoologist thing, like hunting or whatever. It didn't really occur to me that that was like a secret society exactly, but your job.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought, felt.
I felt... well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction?
Yeah, but I
Now,
don't
let's
think.
see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well,
No,
okay, I'm following, but
brother,
it's
this
not like
guy
we're
stinks.
cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything.
Checks
so
out.
instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Oh, brother. It's like, I don't know. People are like, I don't know. Just.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
Oh, presuming to speak for the animals, are we? Maybe they actually just don't care. Ever thought about that?
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Even if he is the person wearing it, he could actually be telling the truth. Because if he's putting it on and doesn't look in a mirror, then he hasn't seen anybody wear it.
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes. I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else.
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
So to a person like this fellow. Somebody like Remington, who is part of a zoology hunting society group. That would be like the worst thing ever, right?
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
I mean, it's an impressive one.
He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
Interesting.
You're wasting your time with that one. I have nothing to say about them. You're asking the wrong person. Ah, yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well, and we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
Yeah, you might be right that the actor who plays Grimoire is actually English or whatever, or British. That was a weird way he said murder there.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Okay.
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know! I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets. Try showing it to somebody different. I really don't have an opinion. My apologies. The famous director, and my friend. A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment. You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody different.
Okay.
What?
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him. Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible! You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man and this doesn't look like it's worth my time. He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man. I simply don't have time to help you with this.
Oh, very
You
well.
want me to sign a photograph for you?
No, I'm good.
I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know? What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
You could say that. Protesting hippie. Yep. He do be like that, don't he?
Oh?
Did I already show the hunting?
What?
You're not a...
Well, it was... I think...
It was a lot. And... Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend.
This voice kind of sounds familiar. Maybe he just reminds me of somebody.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else.
Right, it was to the chef dude that he said.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
I already showed you locked. me.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright? I have no interest in something like that. Obviously. The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
I think I might have already asked him that.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on. You're wasting your precious time, detective.
No, I'm not. Well, I
I've
refuse.
never seen that before, and I never want to see it again. I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Obviously.
You're wasting your precious time, detective. Is that the missing page of the journal?
Good
I
call.
think so.
It's an important
Forgot about
artifact.
that.
It belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
So do you.
Might have to be saying that.
Oh. I was making a reference to Indiana Jones, and then Grimoire just made it for me again, or made it too.
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place. I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again. I have no interest in something like that. Obviously. This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character.
Oh, shoot. So the normal basic overview, really.
You're wasting your precious time, detective.
Okay, this reminds me of this meme I saw of, like, it shows, like, the original prop used for Darth Vader's lightsaber. It's, like, got, like, auctioned off or something. And then somebody put underneath it the shot of Indiana Jones. It belongs in a museum! And then somebody comments, so do you! And then shows a picture of Han Solo in carbonite. Like, brilliant.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction
Gee.
in the early days. When he needed
I was
help.
kind of wondering if he
Well,
was one of
what
the
took
guys
you
in the
here?
photo.
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here. So I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies? A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream, I can tell you that much. One of Mr. Remington's secrets, I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey. That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason, he was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
So it did, yeah. So that was, yeah.
Why don't you show that to someone else? It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason. It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
The spelling, I'm noticing that some of the spelling is British. That's not like the way they spell favorite, and then I think the word theorizing was spelled with an S, not a Z.
It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently. I don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Why don't you show that to someone else?
Why don't you get a new apron?
I don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with. Why don't you show that to someone else? I don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Why don't you show that to someone else? It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat, nothing of real importance.
He asks what everyone likes to eat. Interesting.
I don't know very much about them.
That's you, you mo-
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Yeah, just one more, the red dress, green haired lady.
I don't know what to say. I don't know very much about them. You have a lot of suspects on that list. You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
Yes.
He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Still don't know what this is about.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Oh. Okay. I see.
Grass, trees, nothing unusual.
Oh. There she is. Well, I guess it's more of a shirt, not a dress.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Wait, was the thought I had in the back of my mind actually accurate?
Oh, no, I only just arrived.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Okay, it seems I was actually kind of onto something, even though it wasn't really based on any
I didn't expect
super
to see someone your
factual.
age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
Dear me. Also, I will do what I please, thank you. Sorry.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind?
Yes, Peter Star.
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Oh, brother. Pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally says someone played a joke on her since they are covered in a strange liquid slime. Wait a second, isn't that part of the costume? Maybe?
Hey,
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear?
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
Yeah, a little steamy around here. Anyway.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Yes.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
That's funny.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them. This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Water.
I have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Sure, kid.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Maybe, maybe not. Time will tell. Or
Is that
will
one
it?
of your clues? It's nice.
Alright, alright.
I have no idea.
It's a gun, lady. It's a gun.
Where are you? Is that one of your clues? I have no idea what that.
Okay, it's just okay. The reason I was wondering if there was some there from the get-go, and I thought of I was like, okay, there's just the lady, but I never said it because it wasn't really based on much evidence. The only evidence it was based on was the Steam cover video. Speaking or picture. Speaking of steamy. And the only two characters on the banner, the Steam banner, are Grimoire and then this gal, Sally. So
Where are you keeping all?
none of your beeswax.
Is that one of your clues? I have no idea.
Alright, alright.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed. Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. Bonky doll. Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside. Bonky dolls, bonky...
I'm just kind of like, can we just stop talking about your clothes, lady?
It's a map of the
It's
swamp.
like, man, is it hot in here?
It seems a little older than this one, though.
Wait, what? Say that
It's a
again?
map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this.
Okay.
It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know? It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even some. Brightly colored Boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them? Brightly colored is... What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
Cutscene. The mask.
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
Oh, right, yeah. Surprised I didn't see that. Headpiece from a homemade Boggy costume found hidden amongst the Boggy hats in gift shop has an unusual lining with a red swirly pattern. The red lining was a piece ripped from some curtains. Boulder says the design is in between the real creature and the cartoon character. Wait, so the photo... So the photo was made... The photo was of the creature was taken after the murder?
These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Yes, exactly. Yes, quite.
That is not something from my gift shop. I've never seen it before.
I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protests used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing it there?
I'm happy to say...
Well, he just lost some points with
There
me.
might be something I can ask Echo about.
My breakfast. My lapples.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that. Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
Hey, you look familiar. Don't I know you from somewhere? Ever been to Australia? No, me neither.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
Have these men no respect for the dead? So I could have met her earlier, but I just didn't. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Oh? Try showing it to somebody different.
Well, fine.
You want me to sign a photograph? I'm sorry, I have not seen that before.
Oh no? What about in the picture?
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's great. I'm sorry, I have not seen that before.
Have I not?
What is it? Some evidence? That's great. I'm sorry, I have not seen that before.
Well, I mean, I guess I could just go do what, like, I know.
You're asking the wrong person.
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask.
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent. Notebook time.
I have a silly nickname.
You've been in your tent because it's been raining!
Why not?
That's it? Boring! Oh no.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my... I'm afraid. Why are you carrying that around with you?
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he? Show it to somebody else.
He did react to it,
No
which
thanks,
is
my
worth
friend.
noting.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to some... No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea.
You have a name a reason someone would stay indoors on a beautiful day. Because it's raining.
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
It's like, you know, oh, we gotta protect the polar bears, you know, oh, they're such cute creatures, whatever. They're also man-eaters, you know, they're carnivores, they eat, like, you know, seals and whatnot.
Show it to somebody else.
Okay. Huh. So all 8 stuff. Gift shop girl. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo.
And now we just...
Let's just put the almonds in. Oh, right.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. What's going on here? That was definitely the same as the other tests. Let's see. Then and now we just have to match the color of that. Got it! Now I know what... I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again. There's something about that green slime.
Yeah, Sally's legs and the black leggings.
The fireplace broker found at the crime scene and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
Imagine if the reason that Sally is on the banner for this game is because she's actually the killer. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mocking the game, like, just like, oh, whoop-de-doo, yeah, duh. It's just, you know, yep.
You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting? Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home here. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's Bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
Unless... Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh no. Interesting. I wonder if it... I don't think it necessarily is going to be, but I'm kind of wondering if it's like kind of a murder on the Orient Express situation. Alright, you with the clothes.
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning, they're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
You're wow!
They're loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger
She's not
than
fat.
has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty obvious.
So, let's see. Somebody stole them to use in their Boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
That also, I don't know, you know what? No, never mind. He's just like...
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Is it now?
So, next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Oh, so cute gals isn't important to you, huh? Checks
Oh,
out.
yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime. This person is of no
Okay.
interest to me whatsoever. If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already. Next time, only show me something if... This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
I mean, she kind of is. She was in the missing picture, right? Or the missing page.
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
That's you moron.
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
What does it matter to you anyway? Everything!
The man was a fool. That's all you need to know. I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
You're wasting your precious time, detective.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I should just wait for that, like,
I've
next
never
time
seen that
around.
before, and I never want to see it again. A good example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form, they often use that little red bucket to hide them.
Okay, so that was the last.
This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature.
Interesting. Somebody fat. So, it is Echo, you think? Remington has one last aspect about him.
I'm sorry, I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
That's great. I'm sorry, I have not seen that before.
I like the voice work for this guy.
What is it?
I mean,
Some
they all
evidence
have
from last night's
great,
murder?
you know, voice work and stuff. Maybe a little too pleasant in some cases. Or
That's great.
maybe pleasant isn't
I'm
quite
sorry,
the
I have
word,
not
but
seen that before.
you know what I mean. Maybe.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there? What is it? Some evidence?
This area is kind of empty.
I don't know if it's any use to you at all, I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collect. You won't be getting very far. If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper.
There is one final piece of the... There is one final piece of the costume
I
that
don't really
haven't
have
found
time
yet.
to be looking at items from your collection.
Yeah, did I?
You won't be getting very If you want an autograph, I don't really have time. You won't be getting very If you want an autograph, I don't really have You won't be getting If you want an autograph, you won't be getting If you want an auto I don't really have
Nothing at all?
You won't be getting very If you want an auto
Oh, very well.
Ah. No thanks, my friend.
You have a lot of suspects on. I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
Though, you know.
That's the same fabric from.
Oh. Yeah.
Why don't you show that to. You don't know everything, I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
There's something I've learned from, like, murder mysteries and stuff. It's that it's not always as obvious as all that.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe. Someone please. Well,
I'm not even sure who that. You should ask some. No, thank you. If you bring me something with liquid on it. I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes, and one of them after that.
Interesting.
You can put that away. No, thank you. If you bring me something... You can put that away.
It feels like I'm done talking to her.
No, thank you. He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Aw, man. there's one thing left. Could be. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure why I didn't really think about that, but yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Well, although I am very much in the end game, I think I'll go ahead and call it here. Partly because I still have one item to find. I don't know where it is. But it's the torso for the costume. And then yeah, I'm not sure where the torso for the costume is. I'm not sure entirely who it is either. Echo seems like a good suspect. But there are other... I mean, I am also just wondering if maybe there's like a, you know, like I said, Murder on the Orient Express sort of situation where a bunch of people were in on it, but only, you know, one person or one or two people were technically guilty of killing, or directly, but then everybody else was connected in some way. Or it could just be a matter of or it could just be a matter of everybody hated Remington. Which it's kind of similar to the first game because or the original Detective Grimoire, in that people were like not really, like, people didn't really like I forget the victim's name, but similarly that guy was not very popular. And stuff, so and then but yeah. But yeah, we'll kind of go, and also next time around we'll kind of go and like look through, like, once I've completed all the like profiles, because also Remington himself has one profile that I haven't cleared yet. Just double checking. But anyway, we'll leave that for next time. Which, you know, will definitely be the finale. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and hope to see y'all next time. Ciao.